ranked pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Brandon Fisk, Florida State D tackle.
All right, 50, 53, 161 for 40, 70, 80, and 150. All right, call down. Appreciate it.
1 minute later.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yep, absolutely. Going to Philly.
All right, Howie getting that excited that a team passed up on one of his guys. You know he's going to be great because Howie does his thing. And my next guest did his thing all in college. Unanimous All-American from the Iowa Hawkeyes. He can play, honestly, any position on the field. And now he is a Philadelphia Eagle at corner. Cooper DeJean, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Excited to talk to you, to get to know you. Then you'll be shutting down these wide receivers and killing my fantasy team's points all year long. I know it's Cooper DeJean, like the pants. That's what I think. Cooper DeJean. But, I mean, you've done all this work and having to say what your name really is and pronounce it right, all to go to Philadelphia, where you're only going to be known as Cooper DeJean. What is that like?
I love it.
You do? You're okay with it?
Yeah. The fans are. I love the fans in Philly already. I mean, I've watched from afar, growing up just watching football, but now being a part of it, being in Philly, it's really cool to see the fan support, how crazy they are, and I love it.
What have you seen so far? I mean, you're brand new. I know you just had a rookie mini camp. You're back in Iowa now, but what have you felt from this fan base, DeJean?
I mean, just all the love I get on social media, really all the draft picks, how they supported us, how excited they are. And then I went to a 76ers game this past Thursday when I was out in Philly for mini camp. And they had us on the big screen, and it was really cool to see the ovation me and Q got when they showed us. So it was the game was crazy too. It was so loud in there, but it was a lot of fun. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, look at this. Here's this photo. What's going on here?
Yeah, that's us. We had Dom there leading the way, showing us around the arena there.
That's Quinyon Mitchell,
Philly,
right? Another rookie corner.
Yes.
What's it been like to get to know each other? How do your styles of play sort of balance each other out? Are they similar?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're similar in a lot of ways. He's obviously a great player. He can play all over the field. I think really fast, athletic guy. And it's been fun to get to know him so far, and it'll be even more fun to line up with him.
Tell me about
defensive backfield.
Tell me about Big Dom. He's leading the way, lead blocker for life, legend in Philly. What's that like?
He's awesome. It's great guy to be around. We were walking around with him.
Is he
at
famous?
The game and,
is he so famous? Are people just screaming,
yeah.
Big Dom?
Yeah, me and Q were taking pictures for him with fans.
That's amazing.
It was awesome.
What's the best advice he's given you so far in handling Philly and the Eagles?
I mean, a bunch of advice that I've been getting is just work your tail off, and these fans will love you, They either love you or they hate you, and I'd rather be on the loving side of that.
Yeah,
so,
sometimes both at once. So don't take it too seriously. It's all from a loving place. So you get taken in the second round, pick number 40 by Philly. Some projections I remember had you going in the first round. So what was going through your head as the day went on, not getting called day one? What does that do to you, Cooper DeJean, the man?
Yeah, it was. Obviously, I had high hopes and expectations, to get taken on that first day. So there was a little frustration, but I think as long as the way I look at it, as long as I have an opportunity to play football, I'll be happy. And where I ended up, I think it's a great place. Philly, was the place I enjoyed the most when I went on all my visits pre-draft. Just the people in their building, they treat you like family, and it's a really special place. I think all the talent we have on offense and defense, so hopefully we can put it together this season.
It was sort of emotional for you at the draft, right? Players get drafted. Let's give some love to your mom here. I can sort of tell what she means to you in this process, but let's give her some love.
Yeah, she really both my parents. And I've never really seen my parents cry until I saw them both cry that night. I think they know. They've watched me my whole life. See the amount of work that I've put in, and they've supported me 110% the whole way. They've done so much, for me to get to this point, whether it was growing up driving me places to play basketball or football or baseball, whatever it was. They supported me, and
yeah.
I think for them to see my hard work pay off, is really cool for them as well.
You had rookie minicamp. That must have been sort of unreal, but sort of, the start of your dream, the start of your journey. You're there. All signs indicate you're playing corner to start. You can do everything, though. Nickel, safety, return man. It's why you were drafted. Have you talked to coaches, or what's been said about sort of your role and how this team plans to unleash that 33? And I love that number. Those are my lucky numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've really talked all three positions with them. I worked mostly the nickel and corner position at rookie minicamp, but there's been talks about safety in the pre-draft and returning as well. So wherever they put me, I'll be excited. I'm excited for the opportunity, to start at the corner position.
It's up to you. So corner over safety is what you want.
That's where I'm starting out. Yeah. The nickel and corner position, yep.
And you're mentioning return. So you and Coach Clay have many conversations over rookie minicamp. You get much time with him?
We've I didn't spend much time with him now, but we've talked about it a little bit in my meetings with them. So,
do you want a chance to? You want the crack at returning punts in this game? New rules?
Absolutely. Get to touch the ball as a defensive guy. I mean, what more could you ask for, Get out in open space.
I'm so excited for you. I just freaking can't wait, especially with the rule changes. It'll be great. Okay, so this Caitlin Clark thing. We saw the quote flying around. You said you could beat her one-on-one. People thought you were taking shots at her. But after watching the whole clip, which I know, nobody ever watches the whole clip. It happens all, that's the thing. I wanted to give you sort of a chance to set the record straight. Why were you talking about her, and why did you say what you said?
I mean, I was really just answering the question, but obviously, Caitlin's a special player. She's done so much for women's basketball and the University of Iowa in general. So that I've nothing but respect for her. She took a shot back at me after she texted me and said that she doesn't think that I could beat her. I'll let her say that, but. Yeah, I think it'd be fun though if we got to play each other. Cool.
Do you think you could beat her?
Yeah, I mean, you don't think I could?
I don't know. I don't.
You don't think I could?
No.
I mean, I used to play basketball.
Oh shoot! They're running your highlights. Oh shoot! Oh wait! I didn't know all this. Let's see. Okay, let's talk. Give me your side of. I've seen a lot of Caitlin highlights. I've not seen yours. Talk me through these. Oh snap! Yeah. What?
I mean, I can jump a little bit. Obviously, as you can see from these highlights, I got a little bit of a jump shot too. Not much is shown in here, but I really wanted to play basketball coming into high school. Like I wanted to play basketball in college, but it didn't work out. I stuck with football. Football was probably the better option for me.
So Caitlin wrote back to you and said, no chance. So when are we playing this out? When is this happening?
I don't know. She's pretty busy right now, so I don't know if we'll get to see that.
But you weren't taking shots. All respect to Caitlin, but you think you could beat her. Yeah. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it happen. Speaking of basketball, did you see this yesterday from Austin Rivers?
I did see that, actually.
Okay, well,
A bunch of people were tagging in it as well.
what do you make of this? I mean, as someone who can hoop, apparently, one of the best high school players in the history of South Dakota, what do you think of what Austin had to say?
I mean, jeez. I think.
What is that? Why OG?
I think there's plenty of dudes who could play basketball at a high level. There's a lot of NFL players. I think you could find 30 to play in the NBA today, right now.
I just love.
You saw Puka playing in the Celebrity All-Star game, Micah Parsons, those guys.
Are you better than those guys? Are you the best? Are you the best NBA? Are you the best basketball player in the NFL right now?
Oh, I don't know about all of that.
Who's better?
I don't know much. I was just watching T. Higgins. Someone posted T. Higgins highlights in high school. Those were pretty tough, but I don't know if I'd say all that.
The bird's deep. Oh, you're confident, and I love it. This Eagles team, also very confident, loaded with personality. You, Slay, CJ, GJ. Oh my God, Brandon Graham, my fave. Jordan Davis and his vocal stylings. Like Vic Fangio, I love him. OG, he's got his hands full, okay? Is there somebody that you're already excited to hang out with or get to know personality-wise? And how do you fit into that group?
Yeah, I think all the guys in the defensive back room. I think there's a lot of different personalities in that room, like you were saying. I'd say I'm more of a quiet, laid back guy. Me and Q really. But it'll be fun to get in there and be around those guys. I was just with Brandon Graham, actually talking to him. He was with us rookies.
What was he saying? Cool that's a good. Yeah, he's the OG. What did he say? Super Bowl champion there.
He was he was just giving us advice on this first year. Talking about his leadership style, how he's been around for a really long time. So I'm excited to learn from a guy like him.
It's awesome. I think everybody's excited. The producer who produced this interview, Marissa McBride, is Eagles, and she's just, I'm sure, backstage just dying about all of your answers. Perfect answers to all of these questions. Before you were drafted by Howie Roseman, you were drafted by Will Compton. Did you? And I'm sure you know that, to a very prestigious team in his it's the all-white team. This was viral back in the season before. This is before you were even drafted. You didn't know where you were going. You were still in Iowa. What did you make of this, and how do you handle the unavoidable story that has followed you with this?
Yeah, that's it's an honor. First off, Will, thank you. But I mean, I don't really make too much of it being a white guy playing corner. I mean, I learned from Riley Moss, another guy who played really well in college and now in the NFL. I learned a lot from him. So I think us both, we just go out and play ball. We don't look too much into that. You really can't. I mean, people are gonna talk, obviously, because it's a pretty rare thing, but I don't look too much into it. I just go out and play football.
I think it'll be talked about on the field. Last white corner to start an NFL game was Jason Sehorn in 2002.
Jason Sehorn. I was watching his highlights during the free draft process.
Really?
Everybody was talking about him. Yeah. So I had to pull up his highlights, check him out.
So it does come up. What did you make of Sehorn's highlights?
Yeah. He's a baller. He could play. I mean, it was cool to see that.
It's cool to see you. You handled that I don't know how to ask that question, but I felt like I needed to ask it somehow. And shout out to Will Compton. There we go, for giving me a perfect little easy layup segue to bring it up. No, you are so fun and amazing, and I cannot wait to see what you do. Please return kicks. Make it exciting for me. Good luck this preseason. And you get to start your year in Brazil, like WTF.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Enjoy it. It'll be amazing. Cooper DeJean officially. I mean, I feel bad. All the times that somebody's calling your name and you're like, no, it's actually DeJean, and now you're just DeJean forever.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
It works.
Okay. Great to meet you. Good luck. Enjoy hopefully some off time